Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Cathi and I'm a coach for the twinflame process and for your personal growth. So today I want to talk about the topic if it is possible that the roles of the runner and the chaser can switch. And I would tell you everything about it. So you can write a comment if you want. You can have a look at our website www.twinflamelove.de, and on the right side in the line above you can switch the language to English so that you can have a look at my offers. And you can come to our Facebook group, which is Twin Flames. And that's all for today. You can have a energy field reading if you want, so I can go in your energy field and have a look what the universe is telling you for a special topic. And now I am going to start the episode. Have fun with it. So today I want to talk about the topic if the roles of the runner and the chaser can change. And in the episode number 4, I already talked about the different characteristics of the runner and the chaser. This was for the reason that you can get to know what you are in this process of the twin flames, and that you can notice it by yourself. Maybe you are more the runner or maybe you are more the chaser. And yes, the runner is someone, just in a short notice, the runner is someone who is more in the male energy and who is more going away from his or her own feelings, and so that's what the word is saying. He or she is running away from the own feelings and from the own fears and negative emotions and negative thoughts, and is going away because of the high intensity with the chaser and with the twin flame. And also because there's so much fear in this runner, so he has to go away. He has to be with him or herself for a time, just to make process with themselves. They need time, and they need time alone. And it is possible that the runner is someone who's always in the outside, or who's going out with friends or going to party or something like that, just because he or she don't want to get in contact with his own feelings or her own feelings, and is afraid to get in contact with it. And then there's the chaser, who has the topic and the task to deal with it. To deal with it, you have to get to know, okay, this is my negative thought and this is my negative emotion, and the reaction of the runner is giving me that negative thought and emotion. So in a way, the chaser is someone who's in an emotional dependence and is in an emotional dependence to the runner. And this dependence is coming up, and also all the things which are coming up from all the relationships before. Because of the runner, these topics are coming up much, much more. And the chaser has to deal with all these topics and all these tasks. And he has to get to know that he don't has to bend himself or herself for another person, or do things he or she don't want just because the other person may likes it or something like that. And the runner always feels this dependence and all the other stuff on another frequency, on another level. And not only in in your physical body. Yeah, that means you always, or you or the chaser always wants to stay in contact, always wants to call, always wants to meet each other or have a date with each other and so on. And the other is going away and saying, no, I don't want it. I don't want it at that time, because he or she feels or is feeling that you are not, and the chaser is not in the highest potential which he or she could be. He always or she always gets to know that you are not in your highest potential you could be. And this is really, really interesting. And this is a big, big lesson for the chaser to learn to be in the highest potential and to live this highest potential. And the chaser has to deal with him or herself and has the task to really go in your inside feelings, in your negative thoughts, emotions, themes, topics, and so on. As I said it before, this is what the runner and the chaser dynamic is about. Yeah. And also, the runner and the chaser are always one, and they have the same topics. Both the runner and the chaser have to deal with the feelings, have to deal with the negative thoughts and emotions, and have to deal with all these things that comes up because of the other person. Yeah. And both have that things to do and have their homework to become their higher self, to become their highest potential and go in their highest potential and grow and rise and be the best version of themselves. Yeah, they could be. And if the runner is going away, the question for the chaser is not why is he doing that and why is he or she going away. The question has to be, what are the themes, what are the situations, what are all the circumstances about when I am going away? What are the feelings I am not wanting to deal with? And where am I the same as the runner? Are there maybe some topics we have the same themes with? Because the runner and the chaser are mirroring each other and trigger each other all the time. And you will learn it in the process. Yeah. And you will learn it, okay, the other person is me and I am the other person. So he is the mirror of me and I am the mirror of him. So we are one. And that's why be with yourself is also very important, because sometimes you have to deal with some topics of your past alone, and it is very good to be alone in that moment, just to deal with it and don't have any other person around. And you will get to know that if you deal with all these topics and all these negative things, and if you heal, you will step by step heal more and more, and you will heal it for your twin flame too. And that is what you will feel, because the other person feels when you are healing and when your aura field maybe changes in a positive way. And if you just be in your potential and be happier and so on, the other person, and that is your twin flame, will notice it on another level. You don't have to talk about it. The other person will know it, feel it, and you will be the mirror for your twin flame now. I don't like these words runner and chaser, but I will talk with these words because our mind don't understand it in another way, so we just want to have a declaration for our mind. And so that is the way that we can understand this dynamic, this push and pull dynamic in the twin flame process. And we have to know that there are two runners and 2 chasers at the same time. If maybe the chaser has a problem with the worth of themselves, you may have the same theme as a runner. Or if you have a problem to set boundaries, it will be the same with your twin flame. And that's what I mean, that the task for the chaser is the same for the runner, and the roles can change every time. In my history, or with my twin flame, we didn't have this classic runner and chaser dynamic. At the first time, there was Mike, who was the runner, and I was the chaser. And after that, the roles switched, and I was the runner and he was the chaser. And I didn't want that he always wants to stay in contact with me, or that we meet or something. I didn't wanted this dependence from him, and I realized that I'm not the one who's going to make him happy, because it's his job to be happy and not mine to make him happy. So I didn't want to have these responsibility, and I saw that he's not in his highest potential at that time. And so I was the runner, and I'm going away and to myself, and that doesn't mean that we had days off or weeks off or month off. Don't know. We had always contact, but I dealt with these topics by myself, and I said always to him, okay, I have to deal with it, and after that I'm coming back to you. And this was the theme all the time, because I have to deal with myself, with all these topics alone, and the important thing for me was to deal with this intensity, because I couldn't stand it at that time. It was so intense. It was such a magic, I didn't realize that this happened to me, and I have to be with myself and alone to deal with it anyway. So that's what I'm talking about. In the beginning, there can be really straight roles, so that you can make it to know, okay, I'm the runner or I'm the chaser in this process. And after the chaser has dealt with a lot of topics and with the negative thoughts and emotions and so on, and is in more and more healed and in a more and more higher frequency, and more lives more his or her potential, then it can switch, and the chaser is going to be the runner and the runner is going to be the chaser, maybe, because then then there's the topic that the chaser now has to deal with all these feelings and stuff and emotions and all the things that was the runner before. So it is really, really possible and really normal that the roles are changing all the time. And your twin flame will feel that you are not in this need anymore. He or she will feel that you are now in another frequency, and you can give all the things which you expect from your partner before yourself, and you don't need your twin flame that he or she is going to make you happy, for example. And then there will be other themes which will be reflect by your twin flame, and so there will other themes coming up, and you have to deal with it. You have to deal with it. For me, it was the biggest and important insight to that time was that if I'm running away from my feelings and from my twin flame, I am running away from myself. And I didn't want to be separated by myself. No, that was not what I wanted to. So I choose to give them a try and to be with my twin flame. And even if you are going together step by step by step, then there will be a lot of topics which are coming up just because you reflect your twin flame all the time. That's normal, and you didn't have to be gone through the whole process and have all these things you worked on and dealt with your whole past. And also, no, it don't have to be like that. The main task has to be healed by yourself, and then there is a chance that you are going with your twin flame further in your future, and that you can work on the other task you have, but you are two people who have to do the work, and that's okay. So in reflection, you have to know that your twin flame is reflecting you all the time, and you are always the same. That means you have the same themes, the same topics, and you are all the time the same. They are the same feelings, the trigger points are the same, so you have to deal with it. And then the other person, your twin flame, has another belief systems and other patterns he or she has from the past, and that's okay, and that's the task of your twin flame. So you can't deal with the problems of your twin flame as well, because you have to heal alone. And then the next is that I don't like these words runner and chaser, but it is important for our mind so that we can understand what's going on, to categorize these things which are going on. And this categorization doesn't matter really. What really matters is how you are with your twin flame and how you're feeling and how he or she is with you, and all these things. It doesn't matter who he or she is or how to categorize, in my opinion. And I want to tell you that you don't have to go through the whole process alone. The process is very, very good for your personal growth, so that you can be in your highest potential, but it doesn't has to be that you are going through the whole process alone, because the process can be finished or finalized with your twin flame together. And there are topics as well when you are together which will come up, and you can go maybe through the whole process together. It doesn't matter, but there has to be awareness on both sides. So there has to be honesty, that you can talk about it, and that you can talk about your feelings, emotions, and what you have to deal with, and so on. So that was a lot for today. I hope you had some information that are important for you, and thank you for listening. You can write a comment if you want, you can write an email if you want, and I'm glad to hear you next time. Bye!